So, as you heard in the introduction, ladies and gentlemen, we have some bad news when it comes to the fight for net neutrality. And we're going to spend a really good amount of time on it later in the show when we talk to Tim Carr from Free Press. We'll dig into what's actually in this proposed rule change for the FCC. But I actually want to begin today's show by playing a few audio clips as a refresher on the fight for net neutrality. The first clip is actually from then Senator Barack Obama as he's running for president in the year 2007. Take a listen in 2007 to Senator Barack Obama.
To seize this moment, we have to ensure free and full exchange of information. And that starts with an open internet. I will take a backseat to no one in my commitment to network neutrality. Because once providers start to privilege some applications or websites over others, then the smaller voices get squeezed out and we all lose. The internet is perhaps the most open network in history, and we have to keep it that way.
Senator Obama, candidate Obama, claiming at the time to be a strong supporter of net neutrality, speaking quite well of the importance on it, seeming to understand the issue and all the subtleties around it, seeming to nail it pretty well. And that's not the only time he said that on the campaign trail. This is not just a one-time thing. He drove the point home on several occasions there. And it's not only when he was a candidate. Here is Barack Obama as president in the year 2009.
Indeed, I remain firmly committed to net neutrality so we can keep the internet as it should be, open and free.
Again, sounds good, right? Sounds like he gets it. Here he is again in 2012 talking about net neutrality.
Well, I'm a big believer in net neutrality. I campaigned on this. I continue to be a strong supporter of it.
Hey, at least in 2012, he remembers what he campaigned on. He remembers that he campaigned and promised to support net neutrality. In 2012, he says he's still a strong supporter of net neutrality. When the court case happened earlier this year, he said he was still a strong supporter of net neutrality. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we fast forward to April of 2014, it appears by all signals that President Barack Obama will be the president who killed net neutrality and the free and open internet. Again, we're going to go into much more details of this later on in the show. But so last week, ladies and gentlemen, it was reported that Barack Obama's FCC chair, and again, we're talking about Barack Obama's FCC chair. We're not talking about George W. Bush's FCC chair. We're not talking about John Boehner. We're not talking about Mitch McConnell. We are talking about Barack Obama's FCC chair is set to propose a new FCC rule that would allow providers to speed up and slow down content on the internet, killing net neutrality and the internet as we know it. So unless you are Comcast or Verizon or AT&T, unless you are a major telecom company, this is horrible, horrible news. And again, we're going to go much more into the details later on in the show, but I want to take a minute just to drive this point home here. So, we played all the clips of Obama saying how much he supports this. This is an instance of Obama clearly breaking a very clear campaign promise here. And so, I guess what I want to talk about here is if you are someone who is a supporter of President Obama, and I know I slam on Obama a lot, but I do have supporters who listen to the show. If you are, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be one of the worst marks on President Obama's legacy if this goes through. And there are plenty already. There's lack of action of climate change, there's drone strikes, there's assassinations, there's not prosecuting Wall Street for their crimes. But trust me, big picture kind of thing, this is a very, very big deal. Something that we are going to look back 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and this is going to stand as a major, shameful piece in President Obama's legacy if this goes through. The good news is we still have a little bit of time to actually try to do something. And again, if we don't, it will be under Barack Obama's presidency that the free and open internet died. And I'm sorry, look, everyone should care about this. And I'm sure most of you do, because we cover net neutrality a lot. But especially if you're someone who identifies as a Democrat, who wants the Democratic Party to succeed, even if that's strictly motivated just out of wanting to stop Republicans, crazy-ass Republicans, and the damage that they can do, it is in your best interest to stop this. This affects everybody. Progressives, centrists, conservatives, non-political people, activists, organizers, small businesses, big businesses. The end of net neutrality hurts everyone except big telecom companies. And I'm pretty sure the CEO of Comcast is not listening to the show and does not listen to the show. If the CEO of Comcast is listening to is listening in right now, stop trying to destroy the internet, you friggin' jerk. But the rest of us, especially if you're someone who doesn't like criticizing Obama when it comes to this is a horrible, horrible mark on his legacy if it goes through, and we all need to do everything we can to stop this now. We'll be right back.